Welcome to tonight's cord cutting meditation. I am your host, Dr.Onalee, and it is my intention today for you all to receive. This is where I am going to help support you in healing, clearing, releasing, forgiving, letting go of any stuck trauma, any stuck energy that you've been holding on to that is associated with your ex. Tonight is not a training. Tonight, I am not teaching you anything. Tonight, this is where you get to lean back and you get to go through a visualization, a meditation, and a process to clear out some energy. So, I'm going to be doing the work for you. It's your job to just be here, be present, give yourself at least 30 minutes to be here. Once we are done, I will go ahead and share next steps if you want to work together further. Going to share the Black Friday offers I have, and then we can open it up to a Q&A. So if you can only do 30 minutes, that is fine. But if you want to stay till the end and ask me anything, we can do that as well. So, what I am recommending right now is turning your phone off, putting it on silent, putting it away, and just allowing yourself to trust, allowing yourself to be here, allowing yourself to be guided. So, when you feel comfortable, when you feel like you've closed out your distractions, go ahead and close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes with you guys too. So if you get kicked out, I'm not going to be able to let you back in. So just make sure that you listen to the replay, which I'm going to go ahead and put on the Coming Home podcast when we are done. So let's close our eyes. Taking a deep breath in and letting it go. Calling on the guidance of your higher power. Allowing yourself to get present, allowing yourself to tune in, allowing yourself to receive, to be supported, to be guided. There's no coincidence, there's no accident, there's no mistake that you are here. Whether you're live or watching the replay, for whatever reason, you've been guided here, and I've been guided here as well. My intention is to help you fully release your ex and to close the door on the relationship, not just physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. What I'm going to take you through is a powerful exercise that I've done with a lot of my clients. And even if you've done this with me, I invite you to be open to what shows up tonight. You could have a completely different experience than the first time where we did it together. You're also in a different space. And what I'm going to lead and guide you through is still going to be a little bit different. So, once you feel you're connected to your higher power, once you feel tuned in, I want you to take a deep breath in, let it go, and picture any darkness, any stuck energy, anything that feels gray, heavy, seeing it go down a drain, picturing the drain and the water's just dripping down and dripping down and dripping down. And now it's turning into a waterfall, which turns into a water slide. And it's just going down and down and down and down. And eventually you land in the water, you land in the ocean, and you go ahead and you step up out of the ocean. It's the perfect temperature, perfect time of day, perfect weather, and it's just you. You get out of the ocean and you look down at your feet and you take a step and another step and you keep walking to your towel. And you go ahead and sit down on your towel and you turn around and you're facing the ocean as if you're sitting there in a meditation pose with your spine in straight alignment, your palms facing upwards, you looking at your third eye point, bringing the eyes in and up, taking a deep breath in, letting it go. You're going to start now picturing light, a bubble of light surrounding you. Maybe it's clear, maybe it's bright yellow, maybe it's golden yellow, maybe it's light, maybe it's pink, maybe it's green. Just picture beautiful light surrounding you that feels so crisp. It feels fresh, it feels expansive, and just picture this bubble of light getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now picture yourself as if you're looking above your body, almost as if you're lifting out of your body and you're looking down at yourself. doing the meditation on the beach, sitting on the towel. And picture yourself now looking up into the sky and just swimming into the sky, going higher and higher. And now you look down and you see your city. You keep going, you see your state, you keep going. You see the country, you keep going, you see the world, you keep going, and then it's just black outer space. Now take a deep breath in, let it go. Allow yourself to detach, to be in the energy of nothing, to be in the energy of expansion and abundance. And from this space, you're now going to picture your ex 6 feet out in front of you. How does it feel to have your ex's presence in front of you? Don't judge it, just look at it. They're 6 feet out in front of you in the middle of nowhere, out in the ethers. And there's this heavy, dense cord that is connected from your heart to their heart. What does your cord look like? Is it metal? Is it rope? Is it thin? Is it thick? What does it feel like? Lean backwards and it gets tighter. Lean forwards and it gets heavier. This cord is very powerful and it's been intertwined and it's ready to be cut. It's ready to be released. It's ready to be cleared. That's why you're here. It's time to close out the trauma bond, the ties, the binds, the energy that's been holding you two together. So this is your opportunity right now. If you're in a quiet space, nobody's around you, you're in your room, you're in your car, your apartment, your house, and you can actually talk out loud, I invite you to do that. You're going to be muted. Nobody's going to hear you. If you're not in a space where you can do that, think the thoughts to yourself, but really don't rob yourself of this opportunity if you have the ability to speak out loud. This is how you move out and clear out a lot of stuck energy and feelings and thoughts that have been living within your nervous system that you haven't been able to get out of your body. This is how we heal. This is how we clear. This is how we create space. So, what you're going to do is you're going to tell this person who is chained to your heart, this is where you're going to tell them exactly how you feel and how angry you've been. We will get to the point where you have compassion for this person. You can see the gifts, where you can thank them. We'll get to all the soft, sweet, fuzzy stuff. But that's not where we're at right now. This is where I want you to get down and dirty. I want you to be honest. I want you to be real. I want you to be true. The things that you haven't been able to say to them, or maybe even to other people, because you would be embarrassed of how much hate and anger and hurt you have. This is your safe and sacred space. Give yourself this opportunity to heal. What you are going to do as if you're talking to them and they can't respond to you. They can't judge you. They can't react to you. They can't shut you down. They can't blame you. They can't project on you. They can only listen with unconditional love and compassion. It's your time. It's your space. So how this is going to go is you are going to say, I can't believe you left me. I can't believe you moved out without even telling me or having a conversation. I can't believe you were that much of a coward to do that. But I want you to insert the word that I wanted to insert. I just don't know who's listening and watching with you, just in case. But I want you to say the words. Don't hold back out of trying to be polite or kind or nice. This is where you say, you are such an arrogant jerk. This is where you say all the things that feel true and real. Don't worry about feeling mean. This is for your healing to get your anger and your resentment out of your body. This is how we let go of disease and cancer and dysfunction and very heavy, dense frequencies and feelings that make the body sick. This is your purge. So don't rob yourself. So when you're ready, just go ahead and you can start with, I'm so angry, and just let it all out. I'll just give you a few prompts, but then I'm going to be silent for a little bit. So for example, I'm so angry that I found out you slept with another woman. I'm so angry that you don't have the decency to text me. I'm so angry that I keep seeing you on the dating apps after you swore that you were only seeing me. What are you angry about? I want it to be as if you're telling them, I'm so angry. I can't believe. How could you? As if you're saying it to them, this person 6 feet out in front of you who still has this cord attached to your heart. So when you're ready, just go ahead. I'm so angry. Get it all out. Let it rise from your feet, rise up into your gut, rise up out of your mouth. I can't believe that you had an affair. I can't believe you don't even care about your children. I can't believe all the lies. I can't believe all the manipulation. I can't believe. How could you do this to me? This is what you put me through. You had me believing that I am worthless. How did they make you feel? What stories did you tell yourself? How is your health affected? Tell them what happened to your finances. What happened with your career, your confidence? What happened to your weight? Get it all out. Keep going. Right when you think you're done, there's always more. Call them the names you need to call them. They're not going to hear you. It's for you to get these feelings out so they're not shoved down in your nervous system anymore. They're getting released from your body so you don't have to think these thoughts anymore and bottle them all up. Get them all out. Do a little more. Say a little bit more. Think of some of the times where they really hurt you, they disrespected you, they lied, they cheated, they betrayed. They made you look stupid, they made you look crazy, they gaslit you. What did they do? How did they make you feel? What did you question about yourself? What did you believe about yourself? Go ahead and keep getting it out. Give it one more minute. Anything else that you need to say, take a deep breath in. They're still 6 feet out in front of you. Get your anger, your sadness, your frustration. Give it a little more. You're going to thank yourself that you did this, and then it's going to be over. Get it all out. Get it all out. And now take one deep breath in. Let it go. If you feel there's more, after you get off this, you can watch the replay or you can go ahead and journal some more out. But for right now, we're going to shift. We're going to shift the nervous system. This is where you get to invite your higher power in, whatever your higher power means to you. You get to bring them into this situation and you invite them to finally help you cut this cord. You invite them to release it and clear it and disintegrate it. Let it diminish, let it break up, let it dissolve, let it fall away. So go ahead, whatever your higher power is, picture them, picture some giant gold, beautiful scissors that have a lot of power within them. And they're coming down because you're ready, because you're willing, because you're asking for this support. They are coming down to cut this cord. So go ahead and see the cord being cut in the middle. And now watch it start to fall to the ground, and it falls from your heart and it falls from their heart. And now you see it. It's starting to dissolve. It's starting to melt. It's starting to fade away. It's starting to turn into a puddle. And now there's just this smoke. There's so much smoke that you can't even see the person on the other side anymore. You just see this smoke. Let the smoke sift away, clear away, fall away. Let it get clear. Let it get clear. And this is where you get to be the bigger person because you're deciding you want to heal and you want to release them. You're going to walk closer to them now. But this time, what you notice is a sparkle and a twinkle in their eye. It's the version of them when they were about 4 years old. They were once a child. They were once a toddler. They were once deeply damaged and hurt and neglected and abused. But there's that little inner child within them who at one point got really hurt and took their hurt out on other people. But unfortunately, they didn't want to heal. They didn't want to step into the light. And so this is where you look at them through the lens of that little boy or that little girl. And this is where you call your power back, where you rise above everything that they did or said or didn't do. This is where you realize they were a sick and hurt, emotionally unavailable or capable person to love you in the way that you deserved. That they are no longer a match to your nervous system. And you can start to accept that they are not going to step into their healing, at least not on your watch. This is where you can wish them the best and hope they do one day change or heal, but it's not going to be at your expense anymore. It's not going to be where you keep waiting and hoping and getting hurt and bit and used and discarded and disrespected over and over and over and over again. This is where you learn to love them from afar. So you're going to look into their eyes, the sparkle, the twinkle of an innocent little boy or little girl. And this is where you're going to thank them for whatever gift they left you with. Did they leave you with children that couldn't be any different or have a different parent? Did they leave you with the opportunity for you to now get connected to your higher power? Did they leave you with an opportunity now to have so much gratitude and appreciation for your soulmate? Did they teach you how to love yourself, how to respect yourself? What did they give to you? And can you accept that they were a spiritually sick and hurt person? What do you need to tell them? You can say, I forgive you, or I release you. You could say, thank you for helping me at least get to this point where I'm doing this work to call my power back and to release you. What do you need to say to them? This is from your love, your heart, your compassion. This is where you rise above it. This is where you stop holding on to hate and anger and bitterness and any victim mentality. This is where you see this relationship at one point served you. You can see it served your journey, even if it was so painful and so hard. This is how you close it out. This is how you clear the energy, you clear the air. You might even start to feel hotter right now. You might just start to feel really light. What you're doing is you're creating so much expansion and energy. You're creating so much more space and room. When you were holding on to feeling like a victim, even though it was justified, you were really condensing your space and your energy. It was constricted, restricted, and it's very hard for your health and your vitality to expand when you're in restriction. So as you start to expand, you start to energetically create so much more room for all of the things and all of the people that are actually right for you. And that's what you're doing right now in this moment. This is why you forgive. So say your final words, give them a hug or just nod and watch them just walking off into the distance. They turn around and they're walking, they're walking. It's getting more narrow. They're getting smaller, smaller, smaller. They're walking. They walk out some door and the door closes and then the door disintegrates and it dissolves. And now it's just you. And now you're back sitting on the towel on the beach and you sink into your body. You're not looking above. You're now looking through your eyes, looking out at the water, looking out at the ocean. And you then close your eyes one more time and you take a deep breath in and you let it go. And you encapsulate yourself again with that light, that healing bubble around you. And this is where you can invite your soulmate or the love of your life into the picture. It's their energy you're going to tap into first. It's their feeling, their frequency. It doesn't have to be a romantic soulmate. It could even just be a friend if that's not what you're looking for or wanting to tap into. Just trust your intuition and what comes through. Picture them walking forward to you. They're coming out of the ocean. They just went through their process that led them to the ocean, and they're emerging out of the water. And while they're walking out of the water, you feel calm. You feel serenity. You feel peace. You feel secure. Your nervous system is safe. It's at rest. It's at ease. And they come and they sit down next to you, and you're not allowed to look at them because you're tapping into the way you feel with them. How they look in the physical might surprise you. We don't want to get too caught up in that. We want to get more interested in the way you feel, how your nervous system reacts. So they're sitting next to you and you start talking. Maybe you start laughing. Tap into that energy of what it feels like to have them on your left or your right side, even though you can't see them. What do they feel like? Now picture them, they're leaving, they're walking back into the ocean because they're not ready yet in the physical world. And now it's just you again on this towel, looking out at the ocean. Create those feelings right now: laughter, joy, peace, trust, security, feeling respected, feeling chosen, feeling prioritized. This is your highest self. This is your natural state of the nervous system. This is what we want to carry forward after this visualization. You get to really bring this energy forward and to only be with people who make you feel this way or even higher, even better. This is where you let go of letting anyone dim your light, dim your energy, dim your power. So go ahead now and you're going to see a staircase. Go walk over to this staircase and walk up it. Walk up it, take another step, keep going. You're looking upwards and you start to see grass. As you start to see grass, you place your feet, and then now you're just in a meadow and you look all around you and it's just grass. And you look up to the sky and it's just a clear blue sky. Perfect temperature, birds are chirping, sun is shining, and you have this feeling of just clarity and joy and feeling light. You look over to your left and there's a pond. You look over to your right, there's a mountain range, and you just go ahead and you sit down and you take one more deep breath in and you let it go. And this is where you just ask your higher power to fill you with so much light and love, have you sparkle, have you shine, have you be in your power. And as you can really maintain this frequency, these feelings, this is where you will use your discernment to say no moving forward, to say no to entertaining your ex or anyone who makes you feel less than this feeling. This is your natural state. This is your highest state. You get to be with somebody who matches this energy, this feeling, these frequencies. So you've now cleared a ton of energy. You've cleared the cord. You've cut the trauma bond. This is where you get to go out into the real world and you get to trust. You get to trust that what you just did today was powerful and that it made a difference. We don't get too caught up in how long things take to shift in the physical world. They start in the spiritual, emotional, mental world first. You have a clear slate. You can now tap into this frequency, these feelings. You can even just close your eyes and go to this place. But you don't even need to go through and do this again. What you did tonight was enough. If you want to, you absolutely can, but you don't need to. You cleared a lot. You did a lot today. And that was enough. So take one more deep breath in. Let it go. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and you can open your eyes. So It's now your turn to go ahead and I invite you to journal about your experience. If there's any thoughts coming up, any feelings, anything that you need to process, anything that you need to shift into gratitude around, your energy is going to continue to clear. You're going to start to feel light. You're going to start to feel free. You're going to start to feel happy. But sometimes, because you just brought so much to the surface, you might feel emotional. You might feel anger. You might feel pain. You might feel disgust. That's only coming up so that you can finally breathe into it and clear it. You've been holding on to toxins and emotions and feelings and frequencies that are very heavy and dense to the body. Doing meditations like this is where you bring it to the surface and you can let them go. This can happen in layers too. So sometimes it might feel like you're taking two steps backwards. You're not. You're just peeling back another layer because you have a new level of consciousness and you're able to heal more. As you go through big waves of healing, your nervous system can handle more. So you'll be given bigger batches. But on the other side of all of this work that you're doing, you experience so much more joy and bliss and peace and abundance. We are letting go of the old story that love equals unsafe. We're stepping into a new story that love equals joy. Love is reciprocated. Love is healthy. Love is powerful. It's now going to be your job to be discerning of any new people that come into your life. And so be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, drink some water, take an Epsom salt bath, do what you need to do. You're going to a new frequency. You're not going to go backwards. So as you embrace this higher frequency, this higher self, I invite you to take it easy, take it one step at a time. God really speaks to us through our consequences, through our feelings, and through what actually isn't working out. So be mindful of what starts to rearrange in your physical world. Don't be surprised if some things really reveal themselves. Don't be surprised if some things come crashing down. It's a part of the process to heal and clear some things out. So that is the cord cutting meditation. That is the release. Gonna go ahead and get into a Q&A after this. So if you have any questions coming up, anything that you want to share, we can go through and have a conversation in the chat box. If you're not able to stay longer, that's okay. We'll do this for a few minutes. I'll get to as many questions as I can. But before getting into that, I did just want to mention the Black Friday offers that are happening until November 30th. The first thing I invite you to do is, if you haven't ever done a call with me or you have done a call with me, booking in a 30-minute clarity call. This is where I can get a bigger idea of what your situation is. What is your wound? What is your pattern? What is your dynamic? Then from there, if I feel like there's some more work to do, I would invite you in to either do a package with me, to do my course, or to do 1 or 3 months together. This is where I can go deeper in your particular wounds and where they came from. Usually it's associated with your parents and old stories, things that got trapped and stuck in the nervous system. So if you liked what we did tonight and you like this kind of conversation, you want to close the door, you want to keep it closed, you want to go to a higher frequency, this is what we do in the one-on-one coaching. So at the time of this recording, I have a super special Black Friday offer and an even more special offer discount code on top of that. So if that interests you, I'm going to put the link below. I'm going to share it all. There's only a few spaces though. So send me a DM if you want the super special extra code, and it's first come, first serve. But at the very bare minimum, if you want to do some further work, I would book a call. There's 7 spaces for $27. So that is the next best steps if you want to do some work together. And I'm very happy to answer any questions you have for that. Now, going into questions. Yes, I would like a space. Danny, so good to see you here. Shay, wow, that was a big release. Yes. These releases are really big. So just wait. You're going to be feeling amazing. Let everything pass and clear out here. So Hiroko, good to see you. Thank you. It was great. Thank you for this lovely meditation. I think I may have to do this meditation a few times. Trust yourself. Trust your higher self, trust your intuition, trust your guidance. None of it is wrong. If you do want to go through it a few times, definitely go through it. So, hi, Sarah. Good to see you. Robert, thank you for letting me try this for the first time. It was great. Yes. When you said that you wanted to join, I was like, there's a reason you're meant to be here. So, come on board. Happy to have you here and help me with making sure the Zoom link is working and all the things. Thank you for the invite. Absolutely. Yeah. Doing this work is a lot of times what I do with my private clients, especially not always the first call, but usually we eventually do something like this. This is where you will start to clear so much energy. A lot of people say they feel so much more clear, so much lighter, all the things. So, yes, but I do have some time if anyone wants to ask me a question or you want to share something about your experience. If you want to lock and anchor something in, yeah, you're welcome. So glad to see you. I missed some. How long will it stay up? I'm going to be posting it on the Coming Home podcast actually. So it's going to be up there. Yep. So I'll just share it for whoever's watching, whoever's listening to while the questions are coming in or if you want to anchor in, lock anything in. Yeah, glad I was muted. It is pretty cool though actually with my one-on-one clients because we don't mute. we they actually share with me. So I'm the witness. I'm the one who's listening to all of the anger, all of the hurt. I'm holding the space. And that's what I do with my one-on-one clients. I'm ultimately holding a safe space and container for your stuff to come up. This is where we clear guilt and shame, embarrassment, regret. We clear all the stuff. And every session, as my clients would say, they're so different. No two sessions are the same. We never know what's going to fully come up, but it's always coming up for your greatest good. So you have support and guidance to help you heal and clear it. Some things take a little time, some things take a few months, some things take a year, especially if it's been in your nervous system for a long time. So I'm just holding space for your stuff to come up and then we heal it and we clear it. We're really just trying to prevent you from being disconnected from your higher self. We all have a higher self, we all have a soul. But a lot of us have brought on a lot of darkness and pain and trauma from being in narcissistic relationships. So we're basically just dusting off the diamond, is what I always say. We're just cleaning it up. I never tell my clients what to do, but I can give good suggestions and I can reflect back to them what I see. So if you feel like you're ready for that level of support, I definitely have opened a few spaces to support and guide you. So if there's no more questions, let's just go ahead and close out. I see I was very emotional when you said my soulmate was walking up. I cried like a baby. I love that. One of my mentors, Melanie, always says truth is the highest frequency. Truth, truth, your desires, when you're speaking something to somebody else. And a lot of people do cry, they get emotional because it's just the truth frequency. Your soulmate is there, your soulmate exists. You get to have that. That's just the truth for you. Sometimes when I speak at detox centers or recovery centers, I'll look in the audience, a lot of people are crying after the meditation because it just spoke into the part of them that knows that there's hope for them to recover. That's what we're speaking into for the first time with another soul because I've never felt that. It felt like pure safety, safety, safety. Yes. That's especially what I work on with a lot of my clients is feeling safe, but feeling safe with another person starts with you feeling safe within yourself. That's why we go ahead and we create that feeling of safety in the visualization. We create the feeling in our nervous system that we want. And then from there, we invite the other person who's going to match that. This is where I'm so big on paying attention to any tests or anyone who comes into your life. after you do this kind of work or you work with me. Tests come. It's our job to be very discerning and to learn the language of your higher power. Our higher power, repeating it again because it's really powerful, our higher power speaks through people. It speaks through people's lack of behavior. It also speaks through our feelings, joy, peace, love, bliss, abundance, but it also speaks to us in the opposite. So it's our job, why we even have a brain or a mind, is to sift and sort. We just overuse our brain and our mind to ruminate and obsess and stress and worry. It's actually meant to help us discern, and we get better at it. So don't fall for the synchronicities. Don't fall for the similarities. Don't fall for you if you think this was the exact list that you wrote out and then your higher power brought you this person. You want to tap into how you feel with the person. Do you feel that pure safety? Do you feel chosen, desired, pursued, respected, like a priority? Or is this person great on paper, but they flake on you? They're condescending, they're invalidating, they're disrespectful. You catch them in a lie. You can't fully trust them. That's what we want to look at. And when you're in your power, this is woman in power or man in power work. But when you're in your power, you won't tolerate that. You won't be available for that. And that's where we want to get you to. We want to get you to where your nervous system is so good and you're so safe within yourself. You're so secure. You can feel love and peace and joy that if somebody disrupts it, you've had enough pain and trauma in your life that you're not going to rationalize it and justify it anymore. You are going to let it go and know that you are abundant. There's plenty of people who would be a good match or a good fit for you. So do not fall for just the first one who comes. Don't fall for the synchronicities. I've had crazy synchronicities that my higher power brought me, but it was my learning to not fall for them. I had to actually really look at how do I feel with this person and be willing to take my time. That's also how we become narcissist proof. We don't rush into it because we actually need to see, is this their character or are they just love bombing and charming? After some time with someone and when life shows up, you'll see how they react and how they respond and how they treat you. That will reveal a lot to you. That's why sometimes this Love is Blind, as much as you guys know I love to watch it, it's entertainment. But I do not recommend that because as you can see, how did they feel in the pods or any reality show where they seem to love this person so much? Then what happens when they go out into the real world and especially introduce alcohol and drugs and all the things? It's a disaster for most of them. And it's a disaster because stress kicks in, life kicks in, having a bad day kicks in, being tired kicks in, outside forces kick in, and then you can see how they react and respond and handle life. How do they handle conflict? You don't see that when it's just lovey-dovey, and that's how it is with narcissistic relationships. And they usually actually really want to move the needle. They want to speed things up. Why? Because that's how they trap you and hook you, and then their real character comes out. So we want to be very mindful. We want to take our time. We want to be the chooser. When you're starting to go on dates or be open and available for a new person, you want to really be in the energy of I'm actually seeing and deciding if I like this person and if they're correct for me. Most of us have got trapped or stuck in narcissistic or avoidant relationships because we're wanting them to like us. It's, oh my God, I hope she likes me. I hope he likes me. We let go of that mentality. We shift into I am the chooser. Yes. Yes. So anyone who's privately direct messaging me, if you would like the link for a one-on-one, I'm going to send out an email, but in my Instagram story, if you follow me there, there's the link too. Let me see if I can just type it though out to everyone right now. If you want to copy and paste it or if it will let you click. But yeah, I highly recommend, especially if we've never done one. I love the intro 30-minute one-on-ones, to be honest. So it's calendly.com/Onalee/clarity. And I have 7 spaces left for $27, and then the price does go up. Let's see here. The one-on-one, though, even if you've done one-on-one with me, even if you have one-on-one options with me, I will say if you want to do a whole month with me, it's normally 1333 right now to do a month with me, to get 4 sessions, to get unlimited in between support, and to get the course. That's the current price, 1333. For Black Friday, I'm making it 997. It's original price, but what I'm doing for the next 3 people only, as just a super special crazy Black Friday offer since I'm opening it right now, is you get 50% off of that. So it comes out to like 498. And my best offer I have, it's normally 3,333 now for 3 months with me. The Black Friday offer is 2,700, and I'm giving 3 people only 50% off. I have a ton of one-on-one clients, which is amazing. So I don't have too much more room to take on people at special offer rates, but I did want to do something special for Black Friday, the deal of the year. So it comes out to 1350 to work with me, or you can get 7 sessions for 333 plus my course. That's an amazing one too. So insane offers, first come, first serve. The price will just keep bumping up, but I want to give you an opportunity. I like to do that once in a while. Let me see. Oh yeah, that didn't work. Oh, maybe I spelled it wrong. Hold on. Let's see. Calendly. All right. If you guys have any questions or any last things that you want to share here, let's see if this works. Calendly. Hopefully that works. I'm typing with one hand. My my keyboard is out in front of me. Let's see here. When he told me that he felt like he was going to die without me if he wasn't with me, with somebody else, it actually made me see how broken he really is and was. And it has nothing to do with me except that he takes my light. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This has been showing up on a few of my one-on-one client calls. I want to really remind us that one of the reasons we're attracted to narcissistic people, even though logically they have nothing to offer, you could tell me all the horrible things they do, but yet you still want to be with them. There's an empathetic part within us that can see the light in their soul. You get a little glimpse of it. And before even being with them, you had an idea and hope of what this relationship could be. So we became attracted and addicted to the idea of what this relationship could be. This is what keeps us stuck year after year after year. We think eventually they'll step into their purpose, their light, their power, the man or the woman you hoped that they would be. So we hang on and hold on for dear life to the hope. This is where we start to have love and compassion and acceptance that you gave them plenty of time to change and they did not think that they even had a problem, so they didn't step up and change. This is where you choose yourself. As you choose yourself, you'll be with somebody who chooses you, but you got to do it first. Anything we're wanting outside of us, we got to create and do it first. You want somebody with financial stability? Ask yourself, are you financially stable? You want somebody who chooses you and loves you and respects you? Are you respecting yourself? You want somebody who doesn't flake? Are you flaky? Even with yourself and your commitments. This isn't to shame us, but it's to be honest. What are we asking for outside of ourselves that we're not even giving to ourselves? You want to be chosen and respected? Choose and respect yourself. And then don't tolerate, be available, or open for anybody who doesn't choose you and doesn't respect you. That's when you're in your power, but it starts with you. So you can love them from afar without you getting hurt and bit and discarded and chewed out because you can see the glimpse of their light. Okay. Is it normal for me to be so emotional when feeling my soulmate? Yes, of course. You're feeling something, you're feeling truth. Your soul. I had a relationship coach who would always say this to me, and I loved it. She always said, your soulmate, your love of your life, whatever it is you're desiring, they're out there right now. They are existing right now. They are walking around this planet. They might be sleeping right now, or they might be awake. They might be at Chipotle. They might be walking their dog. They might be on a boat. They're existing, they're alive. And what I think is so beautiful, it's all about our beliefs. We get to choose whatever we believe. You might not believe in soulmates, but I do. You can borrow that belief, you can disregard that belief, choose your own beliefs, but you're going to get what you believe. I believe in soulmates. And so I truly believe that before we even come onto this planet, we've chosen somebody. Somebody chose us, we chose them. And in this lifetime, we get to meet and we get to come together. But I think a lot of us can be with partners who aren't fully our soulmate. We do have free will. But I think from this conversation and after some trauma you've gone through with being in a divorce or a breakup, you can keep asking your higher power to help you align, to be open and available, to be with the person who's the best fit for you. It's up to us to consciously ask. How many of you, right, if you've been divorced or if you've been in a really bad relationship with a narcissist, were you fully asking for God's will or were you running on your will with that relationship? And sometimes, too, here's the thing when we ask for God's will, what I've come to find in my own experience is that God shows me through the contrast, through the crash, through the burn, through the what's not working. I didn't realize that at first. I would be like, God, make it clear and obvious. And then I go to breakfast with them and get donuts, and then they are a complete jerk to me or say something so rude and so condescending. And I wouldn't see it till hindsight. I'm like, wow, I just asked God to make it clear and obvious. And that was how God made it clear and obvious, making clear and obvious that this person's my soulmate. And then that evening we get into like an argument where they raise their voice and they call me a name and something horrible. And I'm like, God, can you make it up? God is making it obvious. God is making it obvious, but it's up to us to really open our eyes, open our awareness, and see it. So, this is why we ask for confidence and courage to say no when somebody really raises their voice or flakes on you or is condescending, invalidating, disrespects you, lies to you. This is where you don't entertain it anymore so that you can be a match and open and available to being with your soulmate. Yes. So, really powerful conversation, my friends. Go see what comes up after this. Go see what your higher power presents you with. Nothing's going to be a coincidence. I tell you that right now. Nothing's going to be an accident. Nothing's going to mean you're taking it two steps backwards. Nothing's going to mean that. Things are just going to be revealed to you, and you're going to have powerful opportunities to step into your worth. When you know that you are worthy and you don't entertain anything that brings you down, how could you not be in the best relationship or season of your life? If you don't need anything, that's when everything comes to you because you don't need it and you're okay without it. So everything that comes in is just a cherry on top. That's the kind of energy we want to step into. So let's go ahead. Let's just close our eyes just for a minute and close down everything that we just did here. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Thank your higher power for bringing you here, for allowing you to be open and available, for allowing you to open your heart, to remember the truth, to release and clear and forgive and let go of what's been weighing you down so that you can open up to what's going to bring you up. You get to attract your soulmate. You get to attract more love, more joy, more peace, more bliss, more abundance, more of the lighter frequencies, which are your truth, because you just cleaned out an old container of hate, anger, jealousy, fear, insecurity. You now have more room for the lighter, higher frequencies to come through. Sometimes this is uncomfortable, though. Trust what comes up after. Use your wisdom, use your discernment, say no, and only be open and available for the best. You're worthy of that. So go ahead and zip up your light, picture that light around you, feel it expanding. Allow this to be your new nervous system state, and it's only going to get better from here. I trust you're exactly where you're meant to be. I trust I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, and I'm super grateful for this encounter. I hope you have an amazing rest of your night. I hope to do some more one-on-one work with you, and I will be talking to you all soon. Bye for now.